Welcome back to Film Time. After nearly a decade on television and more than 200 episodes, the millionaire investors of Shark Tank have heard a whole lot of our unique business ideas and invested an incredible amount of money in the best ones. But while most ideas are still fairly normal, there have also been a few pretty unusual ones, from potty training your pets to avoiding unpleasant situations by wearing special underwear. Now let's get started. Rebecca Riscate stepped in front of the Sharks in Season 2, and she started her pitch by explaining how cats like to cover the smell of their litter, which is why we usually give them a litter box. In order to get rid of this rather unpleasantly smelling box in your home, Rebecca invented City Kitty, a potty training system for cats. She explained that you basically just need to make the cats understand that water does the job of covering up the smell even better than the sand, and this is where her invention comes in. City Kitty is basically a small litter box that you put under your toilet seat. Once your cat becomes accustomed to doing his business there, you can remove the inner part of the litter box section by section over time. By the end of the training period, the litter box is completely gone, and your cat can use the toilet like a human. Even though it might not sound like a real product that exists, and the investors were a bit skeptical at first.
Do they miss the seat at times? I'm not sure I'd share my toilet with my cat.
You're so selfish, Barbara.
No, I just wonder if they are accurate.
Kevin Harrington believed in the product and decided to go in on the idea, and eventually making a deal with Rebecca, giving her $100,000 to receive a 20% equity stake in the company. Mark Sullivan marketed himself as an entrepreneur, songwriter, ladies' clothing designer, and inventor during his pitch in Shark Tank's third season, and left the celebrity investors rather confused. He came to present his Sullivan Generator, a machine that produces natural energy from Earth's rotation. And conveniently enough, gold is a byproduct.
What? Gold.
Gold?
Gold.
G-O-L-D.
G-O-L-D.
Sullivan had the vision of developing this new technology and leaving a lasting legacy of goodness.
We can develop this new technology and leave a lasting legacy.
But even though he had apparently invented over 1,000 products that make over $1 billion a year in profits, the Sharks seemed to find it hard to believe anything he was saying or just to keep a straight face. The pitch sounded so out of this world that Robert asked Sullivan how long he was visiting Earth for, and Damon wondered if anyone had ever called him crazy.
Very fine line of being a genius and crazy. I'm just asking you, has anybody ever said to you, you're crazy?
Sullivan was not shaken by that, however, and when none of the Sharks wanted to give him a deal, he simply stated that they probably just didn't get it.
I've won engineering awards. I don't smoke. I don't drink.
I'm thinking maybe you should.
In episode 10 of the very first season of Shark Tank, urologist Dr. Floyd Seskin stepped in front of the Sharks to introduce one of the craziest products to ever get a deal on the show. His so-called Euro Club, a fake golf club with a hidden reservoir that you can pee into. He told the Sharks that the idea came to him because there are two things most of his patients have in common. They like to golf, and they need to pee. That's exactly why he invented the Euro Club that allows you to relieve yourself while around the golf course, and it even comes with a towel he calls the Privacy Shield. The Sharks could hardly stop giggling. And it didn't help when Barbara Corcoran asked if he could get stuck. The inventor replied that although it was one size fits all, he hadn't had any complaints thus far. Seskin was looking for $25,000 in exchange for 51% ownership of his company because, as Damon John later pointed out, he didn't actually need the money, but was just looking for a strategic partner. For that reason, most of the Sharks dropped out, but Kevin Harrington saw some potential in Euro Club as a novelty or a gag-type product, and since Dr. Seskin already had a TV commercial in the inventory, he decided to offer him $25,000 in exchange for 70% of the business.